Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to come on here and talk about the whole Rachel Dolezal situation. I want to do an update. The whole situation has been a straight up mess. I mean, it's to the point where I had to take 2 days off the internet to just chill, unplug myself from the matrix, spend time with my kids. I didn't tweet, I didn't post anything. I just stayed the hell away, okay? So today, Rachel Dolezal is making national news once again because she finally did an interview with NBC's Matt Lauer. And on the show, he basically asked her, was she black? He called her out in quite a few things. This woman is a trip. Since her story has come out, she has since decided to step down as the NAACP president out there in Spokane, Washington. She also came out claiming that the only reason why this got out, the only reason why her parents chose to out her is because she called her brother out. He's a 39-year-old man. His name is Joshua Dozal. Supposedly he's a pedophile. He's sexually molested people, and she had been helping the victims of his abuse, and she's stating that that's why her parents decided to out her. This woman is a trip. I want you guys to go ahead and watch some of these news clips. I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Group's controversial chapter president is seen here in smiling photos from the Daily Mail. In her resignation posted on Facebook, Rachel Dolezal never addresses claims she's lying about her race, saying it is with complete allegiance to the cause of racial and social justice and the NAACP that I step aside from the presidency.
Are you masquerading as a black person when you're really not?
Many of her former supporters say they're offended she's refusing to answer that question directly.
It has damaged a lot of relationships. For some, they will never be able to move past this.
This morning, we're learning she did at one point identify as a white woman when in graduate school at historically black Howard University, where she filed a discrimination lawsuit against the school, claiming they kept her from teaching positions because she was Caucasian. The case was dismissed, and Howard has no comment this morning, but it appears since then she's traveled on her road to blackness.
I do consider myself to be black.
She's seen speaking to a college student in this YouTube video last year about her experiences as a black woman.
I don't want to be untrue to myself and what I feel, even though other people are going to go, oh, she is not owning her white side.
All of this is causing some to question her motivation.
If she needs to see a professional, she should.
And there's a debate over whether she's transracial and the way some are transgender.
They both have to do with people who run right into conflict with our long-held beliefs about what natural, real categories are, that when it comes to race or when it comes to gender.
On social media, the idea is setting some people off. So if I say I'm transracial and call myself white, do you think employers will finally call me back? And transracial isn't a real thing, and it's degrading to trans people. The NAACP National Office says she's done great work as a chapter president, and they're not at all concerned about the color of her skin or whatever she's done to her hair. George?
Okay. New revelations about that NAACP leader who's accused of lying about her race. Rachel Dolezal, seen here in her official NAACP photo, and here in a childhood picture her parents made public. They say she's being dishonest. Her parents aren't the only members of her family now speaking out, her brothers as well. And tonight we've learned Rachel Dolezal has postponed her moment of truth. Here's ABC's Candace Gibson.
Tonight, shocking allegations from Rachel Dolezal's own adopted brothers, outright accusing the embattled Spokane NAACP leader of lying about being black.
She took me aside when I was over there and told me to make sure that no one found out where she was actually from and for no one to know anything about her previous identity, and that she was going to change her identity and for me not to blow her cover.
37-year-old Dolezal embroiled in a firestorm of controversy following revelations that she's actually Caucasian, despite claiming otherwise on a City of Spokane job application. Her brother telling ABC News Dolezal's transformation from this Montana born and bred blonde to this started years ago.
She basically is totally changed her skin color with makeup, changed her hair, and at one point in time she had her voice a little bit different.
The brothers do believe Dolezal has done a lot of good for the African-American community in Spokane, but her deception outraging many in the local black community.
I would rather her to have been herself than to try to confuse me or deceive me into being something that she's not.
Can you shut the fuck up for the rest of your life? You a dumbass bitch that tries too hard.
Alright, so you guys just watched the news clip, and I love how that old black lady's getting her hair done, getting some damn European hair sewn into her hair, all the while talking about Rachel Dolezal pretending to be black. If y'all don't see the irony in that shit, I don't know when you'll see it. But anyhow, you know, I also like the fact that her black brothers, who are really black, they came out and they spoke out against her. They even accused her of being in blackface. You know, a lot of folks are upset with her. When I did my initial video, I could only make the video so long. So with that being said, now for those who know me and know how I get down, y'all know I don't make excuses for criminal behavior. Y'all know I don't make excuses for people. That video was just basically to point out the hypocrisy of society, how in one breath just a week ago we were supporting Bruce Jenner. You know, this Vanity Fair magazine was being toted all over the country. Obama was speaking about this. Everybody was giving Bruce Jenner all types of praises for coming out as a transgender woman. But then when we talk about things like transracial, then folks want to get mad and folks want to get up in arms. So that video was strictly to point out the hypocrisy, okay? But I in no way in that video made any excuses for her behavior, stated that I agreed with her behavior. Rachel Dolezal is a criminal, and I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting. There's something wrong with this woman. I don't care about her wanting to be black. I really could care less about that, because you got a lot of black folks who don't want to be black. You got a lot of black folks who claim anybody under the sun. This is why Rachel Dolezal was able to get away with it, because we're so quick to claim anybody, because we're still holding on to this stupid ass one drop rule. I remember a few years ago when I made my video about Halle Berry, and I stated that to me, Halle Berry is not black. She's mixed. I had more full black people attacking me on that video than biracial people. I'm like, what is wrong with just calling her what she biologically is, which is a biracial woman? But so many black folks want to attack me. She's black, it don't matter, she's black. The same ones attack me when I say that I don't consider Amber Rose black. I consider her racially ambiguous. That is the problem now. There's no clear-cut definition of what it is to be physically black. A person can be super light skinned with blue eyes, you know what I'm saying, sandy brown hair, and folks will claim them as full black, as opposed to looking at them and saying, you know what, you have blue eyes and sandy black hair. You're clearly, obviously biracial for the most part. Yes, I know there are some full black people who have blue eyes and, you know, sandy brown hair. But again, somewhere in the lineage, there had to be some white in them. So to me, that's why Rachel Dolezal was able to get away with this for as long as she did, because we're so quick to claim everybody. So I just feel like it's a bunch of folks who just want to claim this woman, and now people are mad. But at the end of the day, with that being said, this woman is a criminal, and I do not respect her. She needs to be in jail right along with Bruce Jenner. Yes, I said that. It's funny how black folks can say that she needs to be in jail, but then everybody's scared to mention the fact that Bruce Jenner killed somebody, took a woman's life in that accident, is refusing to pay the civil lawsuit, is refusing to acknowledge his mistake in this accident. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's speaking about that, but everybody's so quick to call out Rachel Dolezal. To me, her and Bruce Jenner are in the same boat. Neither one of them are heroes, in my opinion. I would not tip my hat to neither one of these people. Rachel Dolezal did some really horrible things. If this bitch was not such an attention whore, her secret would have never got out. She wants to blame her parents and say that, you know, her parents are only outing her because of the situation with her brother. Once again, this is this crazy bitch deflecting from this situation, not taking personal responsibility. She has been under investigation for a while. Let's not forget, when she was a white woman, when she used her white privilege to get into Howard University, she decided to file a lawsuit against them because she felt like she did not get that teaching position based on the fact that she was a white woman. Howard University is refusing to even, you know, acknowledge the situation, but she filed the lawsuit. The lawsuit was thrown out. So it's funny that, you know, at that point in time, she was claiming white a few years ago, and then when that didn't work, all of a sudden she turned into a black woman. She's been under investigation for a while, so it's not that her parents put her on blast. She was doing a lot of shady things. And another thing that disgusts me about Rachel that nobody's talking about is all of these false claims that she made. She claimed people were putting nooses in her mailbox. They were sending her threatening letters to her and her biracial children. You know, to me, an innocent person could have went to jail for a long time behind her bullshit, because we all know hate crimes and crimes against people's genders, crimes against people's sexuality, those are Class A felonies. So somebody could have went to the big house behind her lies, and that's what folks are not looking at. So to me, this bitch is no type of hero. If she wants to claim black and she wants to be a black woman, by all means, if Bruce Jenner can be a woman, go do you. But she needs to be held accountable for her actions. She needs to be held accountable for lying. She took black scholarships from people who were full black who also applied, who may have been denied because of Rachel. And another thing. With that being said, I also want to ask y'all, why do you think we're being distracted so much in the news media? You know, a week and a half ago, everything was Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn comes out. Look at her. She's fabulous. You know, this was all over the news. This was all over television, social media. People could not stop talking about this whole Caitlyn Jenner fiasco. And at that point in time, I told y'all, I feel like this is a distraction for something bigger. Then a week and a half later, here comes this whole Rachel Dolezal situation where a white woman has basically been faking the funk for the past, 7-8 years, pretending to be a black woman. Now this is front page news. So while everybody's so worried about Caitlyn, Bruce Jenner, and Rachel Dolezal, realize that right now in the Dominican Republic, they're basically trying to get rid of all Haitians out of the Dominican Republic. They're trying to deport all these people who were citizens, who were born there. They want to do like a racial cleansing. Nobody's talking about that situation. Also, just the other day down in Texas, some man decided to open fire at a Texas plant. He also had all types of bombs planted underneath police cars and underneath vehicles.
What began with a man shooting up the Dallas police headquarters with an automatic weapon ended with the suspect dead and his van in flames in a Jack in the Box restaurant parking lot. During negotiations with the police after the shooter had been cornered in the parking lot, the man identified himself as James Boulware. He told police he wanted to blow them up for taking his son and accusing Boulware of being a terrorist. Dallas police have yet to confirm the dead suspect is in fact Boulware. If he is, though, police say James Boulware has a history of domestic violence, but no known connection to any terrorist groups. After police disabled his van, they shot the suspect through the windshield. However, because of the possibility the van was loaded with explosives, police used a robot to investigate. Eventually, police were able to approach the vehicle and confirm the suspect was dead. Dallas Police Chief David Brown says it's shocking no one else was injured in the shooting rampage.
You see bullet holes where officers were sitting in squad cars. You see bullet holes in the doors that officers were standing behind, but no officers injured. Just been a blessing.
Despite earlier reports there might be multiple shooters, police say it was a lone gunman.
There was a huge shootout that went down in a major metropolitan city, and it didn't even make a blip on the radar. Nobody spoke about this. This was not a trending topic, but yet and still, Rachel Dolezal is still trending. Bruce, aka Caitlyn Jenner, is still being talked about. I, for one, am tired of all these distractions. I'm tired of people attention whoring. We live in a day and age where any attention is good attention. And obviously, Rachel Dolezal was suffering from a lack of attention, because if she had enough attention, she would not have been planting nooses in her mailbox, been sending herself threatening letters. This woman is a few eggs short of a dozen. And anybody who thinks that this is okay behavior is plain straight out foolish. I'm tired of all the attention whoring. I'm tired about hearing about Rachel Dolezal. They need to go on ahead, charge her with a crime, charge her with lying to police officers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying they want her to admit that she's not black. Who gives a shit? At this point in time, she's a liar. That's one thing that we know for a fact. She's lied about so many things. She claimed that she grew up in South Africa and her father was a hunter and all this other bullshit. Her father's a white man from the Midwest. So I don't believe anything that comes out this woman's mouth. So I don't understand why folks want her to come out so bad and admit to being white, as if that's going to basically eradicate everything that she did before this. Who gives a damn what she claims? Who cares if she wants to be black? At the end of the day, this woman committed a crime. She filed false police reports. She lied. She could have got somebody in trouble for this so-called hate crime. So I think that's what the media needs to focus on, and stop trying to focus on giving this woman the attention that she's so desperately seeking. This entire situation is just nauseating. Anyways, I'm done with my Rachel Dolezal rant. This whole situation is a mess. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovelyti, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.